Hi everyone, this is your math guru. In this video, I'm going to show you how to draw a parabola using the following examples. If you are to draw a parabola, there are three main points you need to consider. One is the shape of the parabola, and that is being determined by the a values. The a values are the coefficients of x squared, such that if the value of your a is greater than 0 or positive, then you're going to have a smiley face for a parabola. Likewise, if the value of a is less than 0 or negative, then you're going to have a sad face. The second point you need to consider is your y-intercept. Your y-intercept is where your graph passes through the y-axis, and at this point, the value of your x is equal to 0. The last point is your x-intercept, and at this point, the value of your y is equal to 0. That is where your graph passes through the x-axis. With this point, I'm going to show you how to draw the following parabola using these three equations. In the first example, I'm going to draw a parabola with the equation y equals to minus x squared plus 4. Note that the coefficient of x squared is minus 1, and what that means is the value of a is less than 0. Therefore, my parabola is going to be in the form of a sad face. The next point, so we've been able to get our shape. The next point is to find our y-intercept. So to find our y-intercept, we have to make the value of x equals to 0. So what that means is, going back to our equation, we have y equals minus every occurrence of x, we replace with 0 plus 4. So therefore y equals 0 plus 4. The value of y equals to 4. Therefore, that point would be x is 0 and y is 4. This last point, so we've been able to get a y-intercept. The last point is our x-intercept. X-intercept, the value of y equals to 0. So every occurrence of y from our equation, replace it with 0. So therefore, we have 0 equals minus x squared plus 4. To solve for x, I'm going to move my minus x squared to my left-hand side. I have x squared equals to 4. To find x, find the square root of both sides. Therefore, x equals plus or minus 2. The point will be plus 2, 0. That's where y equals to 0. And the next point will be minus 2, 0. Let's plot this point on the graph. Using the Cartesian plane shown, we're going to look for all our points. We start with a y-intercept, that's 0, 4. So the value of x is 0 and the value of y is 4. I'm going to mark that with a dot. The next point is plus 2 and 0. The value of x is positive 2 and y is 0. And the last point is minus 2, 0. The value of x is minus 2 and the value of y is 0. Joining the point, remember, we said a graph or a parabola is going to have the end or the sad face. So therefore, plotting the graph, we have as shown and marking all our intercepts. We have minus 2, 0. We have a 2, 0 and a turning point. That's 0, 4. Let's look at the next example. In the next example, we have y equals to x squared minus 9. To start with, we're going to determine the shape of a parabola. The coefficient of x squared is 1. Therefore, the value of a is greater than 0, and therefore a parabola is going to have or be a smiley face. The next step is to find our y-intercept, and finding our y-intercept, the value of x is equal to 0. So every occurrence of x, we replace it with 0. Therefore, we have y equals 0 squared minus 9. Y equals 2 minus 9. The next step, we're going to find our x-intercept. For x-intercept, the value of y equals to 0. So our equation becomes 0 equals x squared minus 9. Taking a minus 9 to the other side, we have x squared equals to 9. And to find x, we're going to find the square root of both sides. Therefore, our x equals plus or minus 3. For our y-intercept, the coordinates will be the value of x is 0 and the value of y is minus 9. For our x-intercept, the value of x is positive 3, the value of y is 0, and the second point will be minus 3 and 0. We need to look for all those points on our Cartesian plane. We start with our y-intercept. At y-intercept, the value of x is 0, so therefore we have 0 minus 9. So 0 minus 9 will be at this point as shown. The second point we're going to find is 3 and 0. That's our x-intercept. So if x is positive 3, the value of y is 0. We have a second point as shown. And our third point is minus 3, 0. When x is minus 3, the value of y is 0. Therefore, to draw a parabola, we're going to have a parabola as shown, and stating all our intercept, we have minus 3, 0. Our turning point, we have that as 0 minus 9. And our last point here will be 3, 0. Let's look at one more example. Please don't forget to click on the like and subscribe button below for more easy to understand math concepts. In our last example, we have y equals 4x squared minus 8. We need to determine the shape of a parabola by checking the coefficient of x squared. So the coefficient of x squared is 4, so therefore a is greater than 0. That means a parabola is going to have a smiley face or be a smiley face. The next step is to find our x or y-intercept. We start with our x-intercept. X-intercept, the value of y equals to 0. So every occurrence of y we replace with 0. So our equation becomes 0 equals 4x squared minus 8. Taking a minus 8 to the other side, we have 4x squared equals to positive 8. Divide both sides by 4. We have 4 in 4, 1. X squared equals to 2. And to find x, we find the square root of both sides such that the value of x equals plus or minus square root of 2. The next step is to find our y-intercept. And at y-intercept, the value of x equals to 0. Therefore, every occurrence of x we replace with 0. We have y equals 4 times 0 squared, that's 0, minus 8. Therefore, that will give us 0 minus 8. Therefore, y equals minus 8. The coordinates of each point will be, we have plus root 2 and 0, and minus root 2, 0, value of y. And the last coordinates will be, when x is 0, y will be minus 8. We need to look for all those points on a Cartesian plane. We start with root of 2. Square root of 2 will be approximately between 1 and 2. So we have the point as shown, and the value of y is 0. The minus root 2 will be between minus 1 and minus 2. and the value of y is also 0. So we have the point as shown. We've gotten the first 2 points. The last point, 0 minus 8, x is 0, and the value of y is minus 8. To plot a graph, we have a graph as shown. I'm putting all our coordinates. We have 0 minus 8. We have our turning point. We have our x-intercept. We have negative. I'm going to correct that. We have negative root 2, 0. And the last point will be positive root 2, 0. Thanks for watching. Bye.